Hey, grand rising, everyone. Thank you for jumping on. Happy Financial Freedom Friday. Freedom Friday, as D would call it, Fabulous Friday. Drop your city and state, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Like, share, and tag. This is the Blanks Spot Academy. The Blank Spot Academy, guys. Come on every Friday and Monday, every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talking some form of business education and financial education. So, like I said, as you jump on, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. We are getting started right now. Time now. Yeah, we're running a little late. We ain't got our coffee yet. Hitting the corners in traffic, trying to get here. Getting phone calls from different people on the way. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Wondering what today is going to bring us in business. What today is going to bring us in business. So do me a favor. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor as you jump on Drop City and State. Like, share, and tag. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot Academy. Guys, we're located in Columbia, South Carolina. Can't hear me still? Still can't hear me? Let's see. Cancel. Can't hear me. Okay. Hold on for a second. I don't know what's going on TikTok or on this phone. What about now? Can you hear me now? What about y'all out there in YouTube land, Facebook land? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm still talking. What about now? Can you hear me now? Help me out, y'all. No clue what I'm saying. Okay. I'll be back. I'm cutting it off and I'm starting it over. Okay. Don't know what's going on with the phone, y'all, but we're going to fix it. All right. We are going to fix it. We are going to fix it. I don't know. That's what happens. I guess that's what happens when you deal with iPhones, right? How y'all doing, man? Do me a favor, drop your city and state. Don't worry about it. Don't need it. They can all come over here. I probably say that guy's so extra. They can all come over here. They can all come over here on YouTube anyway.
Good morning.
They couldn't hear me on TikTok.
Good morning.
Gotta be the iPhone. I probably need to restart it, y'all. I don't know. If it's as durable as they say it is, it's gonna survive. If not, oh well. Let's see. Well, it's still living. All right. Let's see if we can turn this thing off and reset it. Or restart it. How about that? I wasn't saying anything important anyway. I was just saying good morning. I think it's an update, man. That's what I think. I think it's an update. I don't know. I don't really like this phone. Anyway, as you jump on, drop the city and state, like, share, and tag. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot. D is coming back. We're getting our coffee together. It has been a long one already. It's been a long one already. Let me see if this thing's going to work now. I don't know. think I had some updates on here too. All right, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. We got another phone over here. We got a lot of phones in here. Let's see what this one's doing. Let's see what this one's doing, y'all. I don't know. Or it's not. No, it's just a matter of downloading the thing. Don't matter. Or using this piece of crap. Y'all ready to talk about some business, y'all? Everybody say, yeah. You see what happens, right? When you don't control your social media, nobody comes on. I'll bring it back up on here. Nobody comes on where you need them to come on. They're paralyzed to TikTok. Y'all notice that, right? They paralyzed to TikTok.
Good morning,
Turn
everybody.
yours on too. Let me see if you can hear me.
Okay.
You ain't gotta go nowhere. Don't worry about it.
I need to get on the other one.
Yeah, just slide on and see if you can hear me. Yeah, you see what happens, right? People get paralyzed to one platform. We broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube too, but for some reason, what do you got? Anything? Hear me? Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Pow! All right. Well, that ain't working on that phone. Let's see what's on this one.
I think it's the internet. I hear it now.
So you think it's the internet?
Like in and out.
Yeah. I don't know. What about now? Can you hear me now? Test 1, 2. It ain't the phone. I mean, ain't your phone, huh? Yeah. It ain't that serious, man. All the information on here anyway, so y'all, to do me a favor, you jump on, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. This is the blank spot. It's amazing though, man. What we do is we get so accustomed to one or two things, and it's like we don't know what to do, right? We get accustomed to one or two platforms, and we just kind of lose it. Anything?
It's live, but I don't. It's like
It ain't that serious, man. I'll get on the other phone. Ain't nobody gonna be on there saying anything, huh? Nobody's gonna be on because it's a convenience for other people anyway, so it's just a fishing expedition. It's great to have.
you want to cut it off or just use my phone? It might be your phone.
It could be my phone. Probably is my phone. It probably is my phone. I tried to cut the alarm off too. I reset it, so I don't know. Ain't no telling. Could be the memory. I don't know.
Sure.
You might get a phone call on your phone. That's why I didn't want to use your phone.
Oh, you gonna log in on there?
Yeah.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. Hope y'all doing okay out there this morning. We're going to be talking about profit over sales this morning.
Profit over sales.
Profit over sales. Good morning, Latrice. Good morning, everybody. Y'all jumping on? Okay.
You coming in?
Morning, Ashley.
They want to see.
Good morning, y'all. Y'all come on in. Let us know where y'all joining us from. Come on in. Come on in. Profit over sales. That's what we're talking about this morning. All right, Ashley, Mount Olive, Alabama. Hadn't heard of that. Mount Olive. Okay. Welcome.
Hello.
So we're going to get started here in a little bit. Hope y'all doing okay this morning. It is Friday. We got one more day for it to really be our Friday so we can be off. Because we are open tomorrow. Y'all have anything planned for the weekend? Anything planned? Anybody doing any pop-up shops or anything? Business related? Anyone?
All right, pop up on your phone again, and then see if anybody can hear, or if you can hear me on that one, or hear us on that one.
Let me go to the MBB.
Yeah.
Okay, and then following. Yep.
All right, y'all. We back in there. So let's go. Let's get this thing cracking, baby. You ready?
Ready.
Try the software update. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this, man. So drop them cities and them states, like, share, and tag. Let us know where you're tuning in from. This is the Blank Spot Academy. I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And if those of you who don't like, if you don't like hearing what you're about to hear, and that's the truth, then this ain't the platform for you. If you're looking to learn more about your business and actually kind of learn from other people's experiences and should I say some mistakes that we have made, then this is the place for you. We are here every Monday and Friday, sharing information and education with you that can hopefully make your business better. Make your business better. Hey, Lawanda, thanks for jumping on.
Trish, you say you're getting your embroidery machine repaired. Okay.
Cool. So you losing money, huh?
Hopefully it's repaired quickly for you so you can get back into business.
Yes, ma'am. Got to get that done. So I went walking this morning.
So Eric back walking, y'all.
But not on this platform.
Y'all know when he walk, he talks.
Not on this platform.
Y'all on MBB.
Yeah, not on this one.
Then y'all can catch him early in the morning about 5:30ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking business. If y'all following the MBB page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I'm messing with this phone, man. So check it out, man. How many times have you got started in something and you stopped because you said you wasn't making any money? Or how many people actually look at business and say, hey, you know what? I'm making a lot of sales, and you're getting excited. But then at the end of the month, when your numbers come in, you hadn't made any profit. How many people?
Yeah.
How many people? So,
you know, that sale can be exciting, right?
Yeah, and deceiving at the same time. So let's talk about profits over sales. Man, we got a lot of content. A lot of content that we could share. People coming in.
Yeah, so it's it's different for us because we see people every day. Excuse me. And it's kind of like when people come in here, we're kind of like that barbershop that you go to and people, they talk about their issues and stuff like that, right?
I don't know why they do that when they come in here. I don't know.
So we're kind of like that barbershop that everybody goes to talk about what's going on in their business and all that stuff.
Indirectly asking for advice.
And so, we hear a lot. Y'all don't have to excuse me. I'm getting over something.
Getting better though. Getting better. These
but
don't do that. Don't do that. I'm good.
We can do that later.
You good? You got the floor, man.
But yeah. So we hear and we hear and see a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Covington, Tennessee.
We wanted to talk about profit over sales because we see so many people just losing money, not making any profit, but just so excited
because they're making sales
about the sales, right? What good is that sale if you're not making any profit from it?
Or they compete. You hear somebody down the street. You hear somebody down the street that profess that they're doing good in business. This person down there doing so well. Pollen, man.
They're pollen, y'all.
They're doing so well in business on paper, right? They're doing so well in business on paper. But then, you look at their prices, you look at what's going on with them, and you see that not only are they really not doing well, but if you check them out, you'll see that they're not making any profit.
Well, to me, they can't be doing well on paper because on paper, you're going to list everything. You're going to list your profit. You're going to list
your overhead,
everything. So you can't really be doing well on paper.
Well, what about the people that don't know?
It should be the real numbers on the paper.
What if they don't know?
Well, I mean, you don't know what you don't know. But what should trigger something is the fact that you don't have any profit. Or maybe you don't know what profit, you don't know what that is.
Let's start right there. Let's start right there.
Maybe you don't understand what that means.
So do me a favor, guys. If you out there in space, if you know what profit is, and somebody, it's not to make anybody offended. It's not to offend anybody. But if you don't know what profit is, if you do not know what profit is,
how to calculate.
Well, before you even do that, but knowing the definition of what profit is. You have to know what
the definition is.
If you don't know what profit is, drop a number 2. If you do not truly understand profit, drop a number 2. If you understand profit, drop a number 1. We're gonna do a little poll right now. If you don't understand profit, drop a number 2. If you understand profit, drop a number 1. Let's see who participates with the 5 people that we got on one platform and the 6 we have on the other. Tell y'all a little story. Yeah, tell y'all a little story while we waiting.
We got a 2 on.
Yeah, got a 2 over there. So let me tell you a little story while we waiting. This is what keeps us going. Not the 5 or 6 people that's on TikTok or the 5 or 6 people that's on YouTube. That's not what keeps us going. What keeps us going is the emails that we get. We got an email recently from a young lady that visited us. Her and her family visited us from Virginia.
Listen, they drove 5 hours just to see our store.
They made a trip out of it.
Yeah, she made a trip out of it.
That's the kind of stuff that keeps me going. I can't speak for D.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff that keeps me going. Not the lack of support that you think that you should get. And I'm just being realistic. The lack of support that you think that you should get. But the reminders.
The end reward.
Yeah, the reminders that that people are actually listening and hearing. So we have a target audience. And everybody, if you don't know, our target audience is new people who are new. However, we got a lot of people who are not new that kind of connect with us, which is not bad. That's cool. We're not, we want you to stay in there. But we seem to be adding more value to the people who are not new to business than we are to people who are new. So yeah, that's cool. So number two, if you don't quite understand, and number one, if you do understand. So let's address the number twos. You want to go about profit?
So, profit is the amount of money that you have left over after all your expenses, after all of your overhead. That's going to be the profit that you have. Okay. After you have, calculated the price of that item, your time, electricity, if you're a crafter, you know what I'm saying? You have to calculate in all that stuff. After that is said and done, the end result is going to be the profit that you have left over. That is profit. After you calculate all that and you subtract all of that stuff, is your profit.
And a lot of people like to calculate the gross profit and not the net profit. So I want you to think about this. Net is after the expenses, right? It's just like somebody saying, hey, they made 6 figures in business, and they made 6 figures in sales, but not 6 figures in net profit after all their expenses were paid. So the thing of it is that net profit is what you want. And when you sit there and you think because you bought an item for $10 and you sell it for $20, you feel like you're in profit. But if you're creating something, it's going to take a little bit more than you doubling the price to actually make money.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest confusion or misunderstanding out there.
So, time is money, right? Yep. So if you, like Eric said, if you bought something for $10 and you're selling it for $20, but it took you all day long to make that item. To me, you in the negative.
All weeks.
Right? You didn't make any money because you spent all of your time producing that item.
So you're in the negative.
Time is money.
So you say you're in the negative.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about something else that recently happened. So here's a scenario. And we deal with these scenarios just like this on a regular basis. Somebody new comes into our store and they have like 101 questions, right? They're new to business or they haven't started their business just yet. And even before they can introduce themselves, they come in the store. I got a question, which is really on the other side of that conversation, which is really uncomfortable to deal with when people come in and don't speak. But anyway, I have a question. How much would you sell this for? Or how much
excuse me,
can I sell this for? Or I'm new to business and I want to start selling this. How much would you sell it for? And conversations go a little bit like this. This is a widget that we have on our shelf. And the retail price for this, when you come into our store, the retail price for this is $10. Okay. But you're going to resell this item. And as you resell this item, you're going to want to sell this item to make a profit. Now, how much would you resell this $10 item for? That's the question.
That's the question. And you have to ask yourself, how much profit do I want to make?
That's the bigger question. How much
profit do I want to make? Forget about what you see and everybody else do, right? How much do you want to make?
So there's a planning process that goes on with this.
Yeah.
And we've given pricing classes before, but we want to talk about profit right now. We've given pricing classes before, and it's a backwards planning process. So for the people who buy this for $10, you have to ask yourself, how much profit do I want to make? Well, what does it take to make the money? Am I going to sell this with batteries?
Exactly.
Am I going to advertise this? How are we going to advertise it? But let's say we had to put this together. Let's say this is a widget and we had to put this together and we had to create this. This was all white and we were going to turn this blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Now what happens is you have to ask yourself, I bought this for $10,
Mm-hmm.
but now how much more money am I going to have to spend
Mm-hmm.
to create it this color?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the real
Right.
question. So,
Right.
A lot of people say, well, I bought it for 10, I'm going to sell it for 20. So let's talk about sublimation for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What about the paper that you have to
Yep.
purchase for this item to actually sub on it?
Mm-hmm.
What about the ink that you're going to
Paper.
actually use?
The ink.
What about your printer? What about your press?
Mm-hmm.
What about your time? What about your packaging?
Time.
What about, those things? So at $10 purchasing it, are you really making a profit at $10? Are you actually making a sale? To me,
so at 10 at okay, so if you're selling it you bought it for 10, you're selling it for 20, can you go back and buy another one with your profit? Can you go back and buy another one? Because after you deduct everything, are you going to have another $10 to re-up?
Because you didn't really calculate all of your expenses.
Right.
Is what we're saying.
Right.
Out of that $10 purchase, you still have probably another $4
Mm-hmm.
or $5 that you have to add to that item.
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that are new to business, and some people who are seasoned in business don't understand that it's about creating that profit. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with what we're saying or what I'm saying, but you have to think about it. Now, how much research have you done on the idea of retail? That's you understand.
Right. You have to know what the difference is.
What is the average profit margin for a retail item?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the average profit margin on a retail item?
Right.
Grand Rising Professor, thanks for jumping on.
Hey, Shakia.
What's the average profit margin for retail? Is it 10%? Is it 15%? Is it 20%? What's the average profit margin?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that either. A lot of people think that if they're doubling their money, that's it. But you have to break it down and do the numbers. So who out there is willing to do the numbers?
Yeah.
The planning.
You got to do the numbers. You have to be able to replenish, right? So if you're selling something, then now you either going to replenish it or you're going to be out of stock. So, from that profit, are you replenishing that product? If not, you're going to always be out of stock. So you have to be able to invest back into your business so that you can continue to stay in business,
Well, I think you can, and you're right. So as a reference to what Professor's saying, she says, I don't think you can be seasoned in business and not understand price for profit. I believe that people can be in business for a long time and not be educated in business. So when I say seasoned, I don't mean in the sense of, and you're right, I don't mean in the sense of knowing about business. I mean, there's a lot of people who are going to say, hey, well, I've been in business for 10 years.
Right.
I've been in business for 20 years.
Right.
And they have been around long enough to know, but they just haven't done it. And those are the people that we try to stay away from. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is not to make anybody upset. I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't even care if you get upset, to be honest with you. The reason why I'm saying it is because there's so many people. Absolutely. There's so many people who have been in business for so long that don't understand pricing for profit, that it just, I don't want to attract people who know everything or think they know everything. Because we can all learn.
Absolutely.
What people who have been in business for 10, 15, 20 years selling things, they're just selling things.
Yep.
They're not literally in business. They're figuratively hustling. They're flipping, turning 1 into 2 or 1 into 1.5. And these are the things that we share. So you run into folks who justify what it is that they're doing. And they say, well, I've been doing this for this long. And I'm thinking to myself, and this is as far as you've gotten. That's what I think. That's how my mind thinks, okay, this is as far as you've gotten. Or when we have customers come in and they really don't understand why we have items in a retail setting priced the way we have them priced.
Exactly. A lot of times they compare us to just somebody that's selling something out of the back of their trunk or out of their home. Okay, well, first of all, they don't have the expenses that we have. We are a retail store, so the expense is different, and that's what a lot of times they don't understand.
And a lot of the conversations we have, we do our best to make it relatable to your business. If you don't have a retail space, then you won't have the overhead that we have.
So you may be able to do what you're doing.
But watch this.
I know what you're going to say.
If you work in your home-based business out of your home, you actually have some of the same expenses that we have. You just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working your business out of your house, you're still using your utilities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're using a portion of your utilities. You're using a portion of your internet. You're using a portion of you still are using a portion of that.
Exactly.
So you still have
to take that into account.
Similar overhead.
Mm-hmm.
But because you're working at your house, somehow we think that, okay, we can sell it for cheaper. We had this conversation this morning. On the way over here, we had this conversation. I scratched myself. Had this conversation on the way over here. And some people think that because they buy something for a lower price, that they can sell it for a lower price. And it really just messes up the market.
It does. We was talking about, what were we talking about? The all over t-shirt this morning?
I'm so disgusted with this. I'm so disgusted with this industry. That particular item, that specific item, that all over or that 3D item, there's people out there who are selling right here in Columbia, South Carolina. They're selling all over shirts. That's all over front design, right? For $35, $45. Okay, I get it. You want to make a sale. But let me ask you a question. How can you sell that item for that amount and not have a big printer? How can you sell that item for that amount and not have a big press?
It sounds like to me you working yourself to death.
You are,
because of everything that you have to do. If you don't have a big printer, so now you're slicing and dicing or whatever it is.
They have to panel.
And you're putting things together. Man, how long does that take?
So now,
you know what I'm saying?
After you've taken 5 hours piecing things together, then you have to go out and purchase, if you're smart enough, you understand, you have to go out and purchase a Yucca board, some type of hard board, to put that shirt on to actually be able to press it several times. So, or in those different squares or panels.
Yeah.
So that's.
And then you got to make sure it's lined up correctly, and it just seems to me like it's a lot of work for the amount of money, that's being charged. And we see it all the time in here. We ask the question, well, how much are you charging? And we're like, are you serious? Like for us here at the Blank Spot, if we charge, I don't know, say $55, we feel like we can do that. We kind of have an advantage because, one, we have a big press, we have a big printer. It's not going to take us putting things together.
And we're buying our items at cost.
But for those of you that are not in that situation, man, I just feel like it's a waste. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand it.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
So,
Professor says, I don't think tiled shirts should be priced more than single print and press.
You don't, I do. I look at the work.
It's it's
That's
a
just
lot
my,
of work,
I mean,
you
but
know.
you've been doing this a lot longer than me, but that's just my opinion. And because it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Ashley says, I don't do lower prices just because I caught it on sale today. Doesn't mean it will later be on sale. In the long run, I will lose profit and have to pay more for my blank.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the price the same.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'll have bigger profit when it's cheaper, but still profit when I don't catch the blanks.
Sale.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shirts done the proper way. Okay, maybe I misunderstood what you were saying, Professor. Yeah. I think I misunderstood what you were saying. Let me read that again. I don't think tiled shirts should be priced more than single print and press. I got it.
Yeah, because a single print and press will be what we would do.
So what you're saying, I think you're saying is because that tile shirt has the ability to have that line in it,
and then
and be in not imperfect, but
imperfect. But you know, for someone else that has a small press, you pressing it multiple times, you tiling it. For us, it'll just be a one print, one press.
I got
because of the big printer.
Well, I guess what I'm saying though is the all over design, because you can easily get a large print from somewhere, somebody that you trust. But and maybe that wasn't the best example. That's a downfall of doing had more work and less money. Yeah. Well, we talked about that as well. When you have larger equipment and you're able to mass produce, you can actually charge less. You have the ability to charge less
because you have the equipment to do it.
But do you have the experience on the top of that?
Right.
Yeah. So all that plays a part. Making a tumbler, sublimating a tumbler. Just because you were able to go and get a case of tumblers from Alibaba for $4 a tumbler, and then you go back and say, well, I'm going to sell these tumblers for $15 a tumbler. You're messing up the market, man. You're messing up the market. And, you know, even though your profit may be at a certain point, what you're doing is you're not going to be able to keep that up. And what happens is people end up running themselves out of business. They will sell themselves out of business. I'm in TikTok jail. Can you see my comments? I saw that one.
It's a such thing as a TikTok jail.
Grand Rising. I think I was a little perturbed with my phone earlier, so I may have missed you. I just did a update.
It's a TikTok jail. I didn't know.
But they'll put you on timeout. So profit over sales. We get that a lot here in South Carolina, and I don't know if it's because we're in a small southern town and we deal with a lot of people from smaller southern towns. Columbia is the capital. But I see a lot of people who are marketing to local businesses, local customers. And I hear them say, well, you know what? Kathy down the street is selling her tumblers for
such and such
for this amount of money. And I can't compete with Kathy. Yeah, you can. You can compete with Kathy's work ethic. You can compete with Kathy's the ability to produce and the quality. You can compete with that quality.
You have to figure out what makes your product stand out. You know what I'm saying?
If you haven't built your business on fully subbed shirts, I would grab a large format and press. That's what. So you say you wouldn't grab a large format. So here's what I'm going to say to that. I still cuss, yeah.
They said if they haven't
built your
the
business
fully
on sublimation shirts, I wouldn't go and grab a large format and press. I wouldn't
Oh,
buy.
you're saying that you wouldn't buy one?
I wouldn't buy one. I would definitely
Okay,
outsource.
gotcha.
I would definitely outsource.
Gotcha.
But
that
this
makes sense.
this is what I'm saying though. Just like the lady that no longer shops here didn't agree with me because she had been in business for 9-10 years. She's running around town telling people who are new to business about building a business on a budget. And I think this is where a lot of this plays a part. This is where a lot of people in business play a part. This is huge. People trying to build a business on a budget instead of building a business within a budget.
Yeah.
There's a difference between building your business on a budget and building your business within a budget. So now you can take that for what you want. Like I said, we can all agree to disagree, but I personally only debate people who are doing what I'm doing. I don't debate people who ain't doing what I'm doing. So it's only a handful of people on this platform that I'll be able to debate right now. And this is not a jab at anybody. Everybody's at different levels.
It always comes to the levels.
It comes to the levels.
Everybody's at different ones. So
what I will say is this: that you cannot build a business on a budget. I can't stress that enough. You can build within your budget. You can grow to learn your business and get better at your business.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, you got to even start calling it a business. You got to start acting like it's a business.
Right. You have to treat it as a business. You know, it's a business. So you have to treat it like one.
I think this phone threw me off this morning, man. You know, I think it threw me off this morning. I find a lot of times people saying, "Oh, I can get this cup from such and such for $5 cheaper." I encourage them to go out to try them out.
Uh-huh.
My character and quality is what keeps my my true customer base coming back.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Through it all, Ashley, I made it. Hey, how you doing?
I'm the same way. You know, we'll hear people coming here and they'll say, "Well, such and such has this for such and such amount." I say, "Well, I'm gonna tell you, I told one customer, why didn't you get it from them?" You know why I didn't get it from them? Because they was out of stock. It kept being out of stock. But why are you over here? Just go wait until it comes in stock. You know what I'm saying? So don't come here telling me what you could do. Go try it. Go let them people go get it from them. You know? Why are you here? So Ashley, I got you.
I'm probably gonna take this YouTube down, man. After this. I'm thinking about this. I'm really thinking about this. Pricing of profit versus sales. Profit over sales. And the reason why we're not getting the business locally that we should be getting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you hear people all the time say, when we come in, they say, come in and say, "Hey, we didn't know you were here." Well, that's because the last person that left here that said that they was going to tell somebody
didn't say nothing.
Didn't say anything. We're advertising. Okay, we're advertising.
Because they're trying to keep it to themselves.
But the reason why we're not getting the business that we should get locally in this town, in this area, is because we are servicing a lot of hobbyists who say that they're business owners. And I know that's going to hurt somebody. Only if the shoe fits. People out here trying to teach classes that can't design. They're trying to teach.
Man.
They're trying to show people how to run a business, and they're telling them how to build on a budget. That's the crap that people want to hear. People who just getting started, they want to hear that build your business on a budget.
Mm-hmm.
They want to hear that mess.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that. Not successfully. have the same mindset, go somewhere else. Yeah. This
Y'all, we see so much, and it's like we want to come on here, we want to talk to y'all about it so that we can kind of educate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
or
On
just
it.
share
It's just,
or just share
oh
our
my
day.
God.
It's just sharing our day.
If we could just record like our day, the daily things that we see and hear every day, man, you know what? We could have a reality show. The Blank Spot reality show.
Go. It's now. Lisa brought up Michael's. I'm not Michael's, and I don't price match. Well, you know what else? What else Michael's doesn't do? Michael's doesn't answer questions.
They ain't gonna answer all them questions y'all come in here with.
Michael's doesn't answer questions. Michael doesn't
They're not
stop.
gonna spend time with you.
Their customers, their associates, their associates don't stop what they're doing and smile and attempt to help you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that small businesses go through that we can just have a whole conversation about that. And I don't know if this is the platform for it or not. We definitely can't do it in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do know that if you don't understand profit, the word, the definition, the term in the form of business, then what's going to happen is you're going to sell yourself out of business.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in business, you're going to sell yourself out of business.
Yeah, you're always going to be wondering in the back of your mind, well, why am I not getting anywhere? Why is my business not moving to the next level?
Why am I not gaining ground?
You know, that could be one of the reasons.
It's a lot of different things. We're trying to compete with the person down the street or around the corner. We're competing with our friends who are in business doing the same thing that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not focusing on learning how to get better with our skills. It's a lot of different things, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, talking on this platform, on YouTube and Facebook, it's a lot different than talking on here on TikTok. I'm thinking about not ever going live again on this platform because we got the other one now. I don't have to talk to nobody on there now. We got the other. We can talk about as much money and stuff on the other platforms we want to. But I think about this. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joanne's. It shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be. However, they've gained people's trust.
Yeah. And
when you gain somebody's trust as a business owner, you're gaining it as a subject matter expert.
Right.
It's when people are in the position that you are in. You're in a position right now. If you're doing what you're doing and you're good at it, then you have the ability to share information. Now that doesn't make you a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can share, but that doesn't make them a teacher.
Right.
That makes them an educator. But it's because they trust those stores.
Mm-hmm.
They trust those stores enough
because of their name.
Because of the names. So that is why.
Yeah.
And when you come into a place and you right off the bat, asking questions about stuff, that lets me know that you didn't do your research. And then when you're walking around saying, hey, well, I can sell this for this much, or I can sell that for that much, I'm starting to back off and not say anything and just sell you this stuff because that's what you want. You're saying it out loud instead of directly saying, hey, how much would you sell this for? You're saying, hey, I can sell this for this much money. I can sell this for that much money. Okay. Just come on to the register and let's see if your card goes through. Because that's what Michael's, that's what Hobby Lobby, this is what other places are doing.
And we try to kind of educate, at the same time with it, because like Eric said, Michael's and Joanne's, all these places, they're not going to tell you, they're not going to break things down to you. So we try to take the time to spend with you, to say, hey, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that, because we know, but it's up to you to take that advice to do whatever it is that you want to do with it, So
Lisa says, I get rid of the headache right away, especially if you come into me about another business ethics and price.
Yeah,
it's a convenience. Yeah, everything that we're doing right now is a convenience.
Exactly.
Mike says they don't even have the best quality, and there's not much room for profit.
Exactly.
See, that's the other thing, man. Even as our prices are retail, and I can proudly say and this has been your thing from the beginning because you do most of the pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Even with us being a retail store, she won't buy it. She will not purchase it unless the customer can make a profit.
I always look at that.
She will not purchase that item unless the customer can make a profit. And she'll say it. She said, hey, you know, we not buying these products if there's no wiggle room for you to make a profit. Not even wiggle room. If there's no room for you to make a profit.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. Why would we have it in this store selling it to you and you can't even get it off of your shelf?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. That's not what we're here for. You know, so I always take a look at that to see, you know, what the going price is. I look at several different sources to see what is being sold at, so that you, as the customer, as the craft, as the business owner, can make a profit if that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, people come in here all the time talking about all these new things that's coming up, and I'm like, I go take a look at it.
We don't care.
And I'm
really
like,
don't care.
I won't be able. I'm not going to do that because, for one, you're not going to make a profit off of it based off what I'm going to have to sell it for.
Well, it's the audacity for me. Well, it's the audacity for me.
No, I'm not buying that.
It's the audacity for me. How dare you come into a business and even though in your mind you're justifying saying, well, I'm just making a suggestion. Take that crap over to Michael's. Take that crap over to Hobby Lobby. Take that crap over to Joann's.
Yep.
I don't debate people who ain't doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to even have a conversation with you anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to sit down and explain to you, we have our stuff set up for profit. And believe it or not, we're some of the best friends that you're going to have in business because we have it set up so you can make a profit.
Exactly.
Hey, what's going on from Johnsonville?
Exactly.
I ain't having that conversation no more. Hey, Aisha, thanks for jumping on. I ain't having a conversation no more. I'm not doing it anymore. Well, why? I can get this from somewhere else cheaper. Go buy. Go get it. I'm not gonna miss them $3 that you was gonna spend. You know, I'm not gonna miss those $4. You shop here all the time. I'll pull your account up and see that you only made 7 purchases and we've been open for 2 years. That you're buying sporadically. You understand what I'm saying? That you're buying sporadic. See, if you were a business owner, you be in here at least every 2 weeks. At least, if you was a business owner. If you were in business and you were in profit and you were making money, whether you being here shopping. Let me slow down. I'm not having that conversation, man. I'm not gonna have it. I ain't gonna have it. I'm having it now, you know. Yeah, I am. You gotta understand, man, the level of business that we do on a regular basis. The level of business that we do on a regular basis. The numbers that run through this store and the numbers that run out of the store. And we have people who can barely press a line on a shirt. Talking about what they recommend we should do. If you don't get up out of here and go somewhere, my daughter-in-law came to see y'all last Friday from Beaufort. I remember her.
Okay,
How you doing?
I think I talked to her yesterday too.
Yeah,
I
remember her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna go up and down, and I ain't going all the way around. Here's the thing. Hey, young lady, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. I ain't doing that, man. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna put something in your spirit. All right? I'm gonna put something in your spirit. We come on here every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Couldn't get Tic-Tac together this morning, but we got it together. Old phone was acting up, needed to do some updates. There it is. All right. So we coming on YouTube. I like that sound. Y'all like that sound? Y'all hear that? We come on here on YouTube every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time talking about business. Okay. And that imaginary suggestion box that you see at the register, it don't exist. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, you hear me talking, you say, hey, this guy's got a fly mouth. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay. you got more than enough rights to go somewhere. But listen, what I'm gonna tell you is this: you ain't gonna catch us lying, embellishing, false advertising.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
We're not gonna sit there and,
whether you like it or not.
You can't do this,
if
you can't do this. And this is what we're doing. So it's taking time. It's every day. So we're sharing our experiences with you. And if you don't understand business, front end, middle, back end, well, take some time to understand it. But this ain't a conversation that you just get all wrapped up into and you just get it all at once. This is a gradual educational thing. Gradual educational thing.
I always tell people, what really sets the Blank Spot apart from all these other companies that's doing what we're doing is the fact that, we're just different. We don't want you to just buy our stuff. We want you to be educated on how to keep the money from that stuff that you're buying, that you're selling, right? We want you to be in profit. So that's what makes us different. We care about you making profit as well as us making profit. Because we care about that stuff.
You know why we care though?
You know
why we care? Because we understand, and these are the facts. Can't no business build, grow, and see any type of forward progress or forward movement without customers. We need you as a customer to build our business.
Yeah. So we don't care about you making money. If you don't make the profit and the money, you're not coming back, right? So we care about that stuff. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes the Blank Spot different over here, because we care about what y'all do. We care about y'all making sure that y'all getting your profit. Because if you're not getting your profit, then guess what? You ain't coming back to see us.
Nah.
You're not going to be a returning customer. So we care about y'all. You know what I'm saying? We care.
Some people ain't going to come back because I hurt their feelings too.
But that's just, that's,
some people
that's
ain't going to
just
come
them.
back because I hurt their feelings.
That's just them.
But I'm going to tell you though, man, if you thin skin coming on these calls.
If you got thin skin, then you probably won't be here long, because you're going to tell it like it is. You know, maybe some stuff that you don't like to hear, but that's called constructive criticism. If you don't know what constructive criticism is, then you need to go look it up, because that's what we do over here. We give constructive criticism.
I used to say that's their problem.
Okay. So
I don't want to be that personality that I don't want to be that personality that somebody says, well, I'm afraid to ask them questions, or I'm afraid to, interact with them, or yada yada yada, whatever. But you got to understand, if you're taking a break from your business, if you're taking a break from what you're doing, take that break.
Yeah.
Everybody need to back up and take some time and exhale. Okay.
Yep.
But when you come here, understand you're gonna get, and you ask about business.
You're gonna get the real.
You're gonna get the real.
You're gonna get the real.
Ain't no money in
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Ain't no money in feelings. And this is serious. This is how we pay our bills.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
This is how we live our lifestyle. And this is how we support ourselves and our family. Yeah. So
this is it for us. Yeah. If we don't come in, we don't eat.
Yeah, this our fallback plan.
You know what I'm saying?
Our fallback plan is to come in on tomorrow.
Exactly.
Y'all dig what I'm saying?
If we don't come in, we don't eat.
Our fallback plan is to keep on creating products, keep on connecting and collaborating with other companies that got some great products and services.
Yep.
And keep on. Our fallback plan is to come in until that's our fallback plan. While other people, maybe not you, fallback plan is I got a job.
Yeah.
This is our job.
This is it.
It's our job.
This is it.
Because of what you all do, I've been seeing big companies implementing these practices. Really? Maybe they've been doing it already and you just noticing it. Let me see. Have to go. It's good seeing you. It's great seeing you too. Thank you. I appreciate you. They're not open to the process. No, they're not open-minded to the process. And for factuals, they don't really understand. Now, once again, I'm going to say some things that people are not going to agree with. And I may even say some things that's not correct. If it's not correct, then correct me.
Ashley said, if your feelings are hurt, you ain't you're not wanting to grow. You're right.
Yeah.
And it says you have to be able to receive constructive criticism and know and understand where it's coming from. i.e. to better yourself and your growth. Absolutely, Ashley. Absolutely. You have to know that what we're saying, even though it might hurt,
The education part. Yeah.
okay, is to help you.
Yeah,
It is to help you.
I don't think it hurt.
Take
I
it.
think it
Go
sting.
cry about it, and then get back up and say, okay,
Yeah, I
I
think it
got it.
sting.
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
think it hurt.
saying?
Let me see. My thing is how you going to have thin skin and you want to run a business.
Those two don't even go together.
So we got the same plan. Education part. Y'all need to make a dynamic dual shirt with your business logo on it. I'd buy it.
Oh,
I got you. I appreciate it. I
Thank
appreciate it. Hey, listen, man. Go ahead and close this out, man. I'm gonna go open this door.
Listen, like I always say, we different over here. We want to make sure that you guys are profitable in your business, right? So when we come on here and we talk about these things about profit over price, it's because we know about it. We've been in business, so we understand, right? So you guys have to make sure that not only are you looking at the front end of your business, meaning sales, you have to make sure that you're looking at that back end too. And sometimes you might have to sit down and take a look at your entire business. If you're not seeing any progress, right? You have to take a look at that back end and say, okay, well, maybe I am, not pricing things the way that they should, right? So always look at the back end and not only the front end. It's not all about the sales, okay? It's about the profit that you're gonna get at the end of the day, right? Because if you're not making that profit, then you're not gonna continue to be in business, right? So keep going, and it's on everything. That's on everything.
Some stuff you're not gonna make a profit on.
So
some stuff you're just not gonna make a profit on.
You just have to take a look at that whole picture. And I know a lot of times we're busy, we have jobs, but you still have to sit down, take a look at your business. Even if you have to take a pause, you got to sit down and take a look at that. Because if not, you just spinning your wheels. Oh, I got to sell today. I got to sell tomorrow. I didn't get a sell today. You just spinning your wheels, right?
Man, listen. I appreciate you coming on here with me, man. Because if I was by myself, when we started this last year, I didn't think that we would be able to have. We've been consistent, the whole time. I didn't think we'd have the intestinal fortitude to keep on going, and I honestly didn't think that you would be interested enough to keep doing it because I know your personality.
Well, it's important, and I mean, y'all, I've been crafting for almost 8 years, so I understand what you guys go through, and so I understand the struggles, so of course I'm gonna be on here,
Well, I get that part. I'm just saying,
and continue to do what we do because this is what we're made of. We're made. The Black Spot is not just for selling stuff. We want to make sure that you guys are educated, right? So I have to be on here sharing my experiences as a crafter.
You see what LaWanda said?
What LaWanda said?
I'd be on. I would have to cut up.
You had to cut.
Yeah, I would have to cut up. She said.
So
she would have to cut up. Yeah, man. I see you at 1:30, man. I'm gonna be ready. I'm ready to get forward. Listen, I'm only dealing with people. Mike, that on that level. I'm only dealing with people who ready to go to the next level. And I'm excited to be talking to you. Listen, to my couple of pennies that I'm gonna add to this. Stay true to yourself. Be true to yourself. If you're looking to build a business, ask yourself why. That's gonna be where you are. Mm-hmm. We're too concerned about price gouging and then not charging enough. We so concerned about price gouging that we're not charging enough. Mm-hmm. And I get that you have to learn how to get better at your skill set and your craft, but at the same time, maybe if that's what you're doing, maybe you shouldn't be in business. If you're more concerned about that, if you're more concerned about what you're charging, then maybe you shouldn't be a business right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should still be practicing hobby.
Yeah.
Until you're getting better and you're ready to launch and you're ready to start charging the prices. Mm-hmm. Just saying. That's May not agree, but that's what I think. So coming to your store, look for me in July. Man.
Okay, we'll be here.
Yes, ma'am. Looking forward to meeting you.
Looking forward to meeting you.
I'm learning that people get upset and you don't want and you don't want your business the way you want me. Yeah. So that's the other thing. You know, being in this type of business, and we're about to close this thing down, but being in this type of business, we have interaction with a lot of people face to face.
Yep.
And local customers get really, really comfortable with us because they see us. Not all, but some. Enough for us to notice. So we have to keep it to the point of, you know, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, and keep it professional because a lot of people will sometimes feel a certain type of way. But as far as that, us being on here, we're gonna be on here until the wheels fall off. And as far as reaching out to people, we appreciate everybody who comes on and adds their opinions.
Yep.
Their professional advice.
Yeah, so I mean, just by y'all being on here with us, that's support.
It's helping us grow too. It's helping me grow.
You know, share. You know what I'm saying? That's support. We don't come on here looking to sell y'all something every time we come on here. You know what I'm saying? Just share the post, share the Facebook page, share the the YouTube. Get on, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, that's support. That's the type of support that we like. You know, make a review. You know, go on. You know, make a good review on our Google. You know what I'm saying? That's support.
Hey guys,
we
gotta get off of this because our phone's turned on and people trying to call right now to ask about something that's already on the website. So, so I slid that in there. Hey, this is Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
This is the Blank Spot Academy. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out. We talking about business. So, like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Like, share, tag, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube to be notified. And also, we got 2 new Facebook pages: the Blank Spot Academy and then the Blank Spot -TBS.
Yes.
Go out there and help us to get those pages back up.
Yep.
We'll see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.
Talk to y'all later.